way. Because it used to be you had to travel all the way to the Middle East or South America to become involved in a bloodbath like the one here tonight. Thanks to the convenience of modern killing technology, a scene like this need be no further away than your corner restaurant.
Been in a fight down the street. He'd been drinking, but that's all.
Who'd he fight with?
Guy on the door. At the club down the street. He wouldn't let Larry in because he'd been drinking.
Okay, thank you. I'll check that out.
Yes, sir. You said he was dressed like a soldier. You mean in a uniform?
No, like one of those camouflage uniforms, you know. Why did this happen to us?
God, it looks like a war zone.
Yeah, pretty close. 4 dead, 1 wounded.
Any idea what it was about?
No, witness said some lunatic stepped in off the street and started shooting. Guess you got tonight's story, huh?
Yeah. It's made my day. Hey, Kevin.
Hi.
Now, you can't think this is random.
I can't think much of anything right now, Tom.
But why would somebody open fire on a bar full of people?
Where have you been? I mean, maybe the guy had a fight, and maybe he got fired. Maybe he didn't like the food. Maybe he felt like it.
Felt like it?
What do you want me to say, Tom? All I can say is the guy who did it did not stick around to chat about it.
So all I'm saying is that there's got to be more to this than a random killing. I mean, there's got to be a reason why these things happen.
I'm looking at 4 bodies. If you can help me with the reason why, then great. My job's to find out who. Excuse me.
He came back and shot him 3 times.
She's going to take you to the hospital now. Thanks very much.
The back door was jammed with the bar.
They didn't see anybody coming, did they? Now you finished with him. Can I roll him over? Next street.
Who's he?
I'm gonna find out. Hey, Samuel Leonard. Check out the gold Rolex.
Looks real.
Must be stolen. He'd have fenced it.
Yeah. He plays the ponies, doesn't he? Maybe his horse came in.
Could have bought it hot.
Even hot, Sammy couldn't afford it.
Ooh, must be $400 or $500 in here.
Maybe he was lucky.
Sammy Leonard never had a lucky day in his life.
Yeah, he's never gonna have one either.
Sorry I'm so late.
So how did it go in the apartment, honey? Get it?
Are you kidding? There was 20 guys there ahead of me. First guy took it without even looking at it.
Okay. Chris, I want you to check out that trucker Johnson. Who's checking out Leonard?
I see these? The bills for that suit Sammy Leonard was wearing. It wasn't cheap. And what's even more amazing is Sammy paid for it.
All right, is everybody listening? There's a lot of press and brass hats on their way over here. I want everyone to watch what they say. Keep words like bloodbath, wacko, and massacre to a minimum.
I got a better idea. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Officer, want to take it down to properties?
How about words like Little Bighorn, or Custer's Last Stand, or the St. Valentine's Day Massacre? Words like that, you think you'd go for them?
How about you sit?
Sammy Leonard?
Yeah. You know where he lives?
Aside from the track?
Why? What'd he do now?
He got dead.
Oh, no. What'd he die of?
Joey, we asked the questions, okay?
I just want to know how deep you're going to stick me before I answered you.
I hit.
A hit?
Yeah.
Who the hell's going to hit Sammy? Hits cost money.
Got gunned down with some other people in a bar.
You're kidding. You mean that massacre where all the people were gunned down by that crazy? How many was it? I heard it was 10?
4.
It said 10 on the radio.
4.
Look, tell us you don't know where he lived, Joey, and we'll go.
I know where he lived. I know exactly where he lived.
Where?
Poor Sammy. Trust that guy to go out like that, too. The guy had the worst luck anybody I ever saw. When he first started out, he was trying to unload some bonds, so he went to 4 brokerage houses, they call the cops.
Where did he live?
45 East End, apartment building. Poor guy couldn't catch a break. Just as things were looking up, he gets wasted.
What do you mean? Huh? What do you mean, looking up?
Well, he said to me that he was into some kind of real estate deal when I saw him the other day at the track.
Real estate deals? What the hell kind of deal would this guy be? Robbing houses, I like it.
As you go through life, I learned one thing. Never speak ill of the dead. There's no percentage.
Thank you for those words of wisdom, Joey. Now, why don't you see if you can find out some more about Sam?
You get the super?
Yeah. I got bad news for you. Sammy was the super. What a dump.
Maybe that's why no one's answering their doors.
What's going on here?
Okay, we gotta start somewhere.
Get the hell out of here.
Wait a minute. Police? We're looking for the janitor or someone who can let us into Sammy Leonard's apartment.
Mr. Leonard, that bastard. You tell him to put the water on and to pick the garbage up. It's been laying around for 2 weeks now.
How long you been without water?
2 days.
Oh, you should call the city.
Ha! By the time they come, it'll be on again.
Where's everybody on the ground floor?
They moved out. This used to be a good building, a respectable building. We've lived here for 22 years. And then they come and turn it into a cesspool.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes, well, you tell them we got rights. You tell them, bastards, and his friend.
We'll tell him, ma'am.
Yeah.
Mary? Hey, how you doing?
Fine. I'm still clean, you know.
That's good.
Thanks for what you did. I know I just didn't see it then.
It's okay. I understand. So you live here?
Yeah. It's not great. It's all I can afford.
Do you know Sammy Leonard?
Yeah, he's the superintendent.
Not anymore. He's dead.
What do you mean he's dead?
He was shot in a bar tonight.
Why? Who?
That's what we're trying to find out.
You know anybody you hung out with? Maybe somebody who had it in for him?
Nobody. I don't know anything about it.
Come on, Mary. You live here. You gotta know something.
Look, I told you I'm clean. I sleep here. I go to work. That's all I know. You want to take a look at my trucks? Go ahead. Otherwise, I gotta get to work.
Do you know anybody who might let us into Sammy's room?
His helper. He's in the basement.
Thanks.
That lady knows something.
Yeah. And knowing that lady, she's not gonna tell us without putting up a fight. Let's try the maintenance guy. Try this one.
Yeah, what do you want?
You the super's helper?
Maintenance man. You got a name?
Bill Brimley.
We'd like to get into Sammy Leonard's apartment.
So what's it about?
We're investigating a shooting.
I can't let you in unless you got a search warrant. You got a search warrant?
Just 5 minutes away, pal.
Let me get the keys. You know, by all rights, I shouldn't do this. I should make you wait until Mr. Leonard gets back. Mr. Leonard's going to be pretty upset when he finds out you guys been going through his stuff.
Yeah, well, Sammy's not coming back.
What?
He's dead. He was shot in a restaurant.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that on the radio. Man, oh, man. Jeez. Who'd ever figured I'd know somebody involved in that, you know? Man. Look at that.
Sammy, what have you been up to?
You see the kind of people that live in this place? Could have been any one of them. Probably some junkie looking for fixed money.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
What do you have?
It's a paycheck stub. Bainsworth, hear of them?
Owners?
Yeah, they got an address?
Mr. Leonard dealt with him directly.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Oh, Lieutenant, Agnes, the girl we interviewed in the bar, she says the guy turned at the door and came back. She thought he was coming after her, and instead he walks right by her and shoots Sammy 3 times in the back.
Well, he knows she was alive?
And she played dead.
You're a lucky girl. What about the fight the boyfriend had down the street?
Now, the guy was drunk, the bouncer wouldn't let him in, and that's it. Agnes was on her way home with him, and all of a sudden he stopped in at Pestas and wanted to have a drink.
Did you finish that report on Sammy Leonard?
I'm still working on it.
I need notes. I need reports. The chief of detectives has taken a special interest in this case, and you know what that means.
More paperwork.
Yeah. What in the hell would a guy like Sammy be doing in that building being a super?
Well, I had an aunt who used to live there
Yeah? When was that?
a couple of years ago. It was mostly old people living there, but nice building.
Not anymore. They are moving out.
Yeah, the rats are moving in.
Wait a minute, who's moving out?
Oh, forget it. You wouldn't be interested in this place.
Try me. There's a 0.5% vacancy rate in this city, you know? I mean, you guys have no idea how hard it is to find a decent
Are
apartment.
you kidding? That's all you've talked about for the last month.
Listen, the place I'm in right now wanted a $500 key deposit. Now they're asking for $1,000 minimum.
It's like key deposits were illegal.
So is sleeping on a park bench.
Really getting to know your real estate, huh?
You do your research, you get a nicer place.
Kevin, Bainsworth Investments is a holding company owned by Stracton and Backer Real Estate, 112 Maple Way. Pretty fancy address for a slumlord.
Okay, thanks. Well, Frank, let's go see how they're doing in slum lord land. Chris, why don't you add to your knowledge? I want a complete workup on Bainsworth Investments, Stracton and Backer Real Estate.
You got it.
Why the hell are you guy? Montebello.
Who are you?
Police. And you are Mr.
Stracton. What can we do for you?
We're investigating the murder of Sammy Leonard.
We heard about it on the news. It's terrible, really terrible.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to do whatever we can to help.
So what was your connection to Sammy Leonard?
He was the superintendent of one of our buildings. But other than that, we hardly knew the man.
But you hired him.
I don't know if we hired him or if one of our staff did.
Did you know he had a criminal record?
No.
Did you hire him for his experience?
What are you talking about?
Sammy Leonard was a lot of things, none of them honest. One thing he certainly wasn't was a superintendent.
Did you know the water's turned off in your building? The garbage hasn't been collected in 2 weeks.
We just purchased that building a few months ago. We have a fair number of real estate holdings, and that property's only one of them.
As a matter of fact, I think I've been in the building once, maybe twice.
Yeah, right.
But if there have been any complaints, we'll see to them right away.
I'm sure your tenants will be very happy to hear that.
What do you think?
Think Tweedledum and Tweedledee ain't telling us something.
Want to try again?
Let's see if Joey's got anything for us first. So, you find out anything about Sammy?
Man, I asked all over. I couldn't come up with anything. Great. I found out who you could ask, though.
Yeah, who?
His girlfriend, lady by the name of Mary,
Mary Kinley?
They were been an item for the last couple of months. That's who you ask.
Let's go.
Hey, come on, guys. Got a job here. Don't need this kind of heat.
Could have saved us all some grief if you had been straight with us the first time around, Mary.
It turns out that you were a little closer to Sammy than you let on.
My love life's my business, okay?
Well, it's a pretty grim love life if you don't care enough to help us find out whoever killed your boyfriend. Huh?
I care. I just don't know anything.
Come on. What was Sammy doing to super that building? Not exactly his line of work.
It was a straight job.
Sammy worked a lot of angles. None of them were straight. That building was full of elderly retired people. So how come suddenly it's full of junkies and hookers?
You know, hanging around with that type of people would be a violation of your parole.
Look, I don't know anything, Jambone. You want to haul me downtown? Okay, go ahead. Otherwise, I got to get back to work.
Mary, there are 4 people who've been killed.
Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Life's a bitch.
Bainsworth Holdings is a numbered company registered to Stracton and Backer. And this is the offer of purchase. They paid $1.6 million for the building.
That's pretty big numbers. Is it big cash?
No, they arranged 2 loans to cover the deal. One was for the mortgage and one was for the renovations.
So they're planning on fixing this place up?
Just the minor stuff. I mean, painting, plastering, carpeting.
If they took out a loan to do renovations, why are they leaving Sammy there to let the place run down?
I guess that's the $1.6 million question.
Want to know what happened to Leonard?
He was gunned down in a bar. That's what happened. That's all that happened.
It isn't something that you're not telling me.
Oh, Henry. That's the way you like it.
It is not the way I like it.
What is it?
Cops were at the apartment.
They were just here about Sammy Leonard.
Yeah, I know.
What does he know?
Nothing. Relax, Henry.
I'm not going to relax. The cops are threatening to break down the door, for God's sake. I want you back at that apartment, turning the water back on and cleaning up.
Yes, sir, Mr. Backer. Whatever you say.
Where were you tonight?
Henry,
I want to find out what you've got me mixed up in.
there was a job to do, and it's done.
What's done?
Leonard was a liability. Mr. Stracton asked me to handle it.
This has nothing to do with me. Nothing.
Of course not, Henry.
Maybe I misunderstood.
You bet you misunderstood.
All right, let's just, everybody calm down, shall we?
Are you telling me that you had somebody killed?
Mr. Backer, do you think that Sammy Leonard could have been scared off, knowing that there was all that money on the line?
What about the others? All those other people in that bar?
That was all part of the plan.
Brimley, I don't think this is the place to discuss this.
That's what we talked about, right, Mr. Stracton? Right, Mr. Stracton? Take him out of the picture, make sure he doesn't come back on you. That's what we talked about.
Oh, my God.
Hey, don't worry about it. The cops think some guy went berserko in a bar, that's all.
What about the others?
What's the difference? I whack one, I whack four. The job's done. And you don't gotta worry about Sammy Leonard anymore.
I have to get the hell out of here.
Wait, I'll handle it.
You better.
Henry, you've got to stay calm.
He killed 4 people tonight.
Henry.
He asked what's the difference. He's going to implicate us in this.
Relax.
He's going to say we paid him to do it. What have we gotten ourselves into?
Listen, Brimley is okay. I can handle him, okay? Listen, I can handle him.
All right. Did you tell that maniac to kill Sammy?
Oh, God. Come on. Of course not.
I don't believe you. I am not going to take your ride for this.
Henry.
No amount of money is worth this.
Henry, where are you going? Henry! Henry, will you be sensible? Think about what you're doing. Henry, I can control him. I can control him.
You are as crazy as he is.
Will you think about what you're doing, Henry? Think about what you're giving up. I'm trying to help you.
Nah, he was going to the cops. You got a choice, Mr. Stracton. What's it gonna be?
Kevin, the loan agreements are in perfect order, other than an exorbitant interest rate.
Well, somebody's got to be working some kind of angle.
Probably. Most landlords do, but that doesn't make them murderers.
Okay, Elaine, you tell us how Sammy Leonard fits in all of this.
Oh, maybe he doesn't. Most landlords fire a superintendent that doesn't work out. They don't kill them.
Kevin, I finally got hold of one of these contractors. He says that he's got a signed and sealed contract with a firm start date from Stracton and Backer, which means that if they don't have the building empty by then they still have to pay him.
Empty?
He's not sure, but he thinks they're trying to convert it from rental to condo.
Somebody's trying to turn a quick profit.
Profits are not illegal, Kevin. If you want to pin Sammy Leonard's murder on these guys, then you'll have to come up with a lot more.
What are we doing here? Gonna dump off the body.
They'll find the body here.
I just think he was mugged.
They saw me with them earlier this evening. They'll ask me all kinds of questions.
So you just tell him you don't know anything about it. Now, you go back there, you get his wallet, and you get anything else that he's got on him.
I can't do that.
He was going to the cops. He panicked. And that's why he's back there. Now you don't panic. In this together. Either get out of it together, or we go down together.
Hi.
Hey.
How's the game going, Tommy?
Oh, this is cruel.
Well, he's got a tough opponent.
Yeah, who's he playing?
Me. I get a beer. What have you found out about the Sammy Leonard murder?
Yeah, we think it may have something to do with the apartment he was managing.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to get rid of the tenants.
Well, they gotta have leases.
Leases are like contracts. They're made to be broken.
Yes, but they can't evict someone for no reason, Tom.
Listen, when these guys want something, something gives.
That's what they invented rent control boards for.
Well, if landlords were allowed to raise rents anytime they ever wanted to, we wouldn't be living here. I mean, there are people who are paying half their income on rents.
Yeah, and they're happy to pay it, but everyone wants to live downtown.
That's Christine.
So, Stracton and Backer want to trash the building to get rid of everybody?
Yeah, and then they throw out the bums, fix up the joints, and sell them as condos. Hey, how much was this place worth anyway?
$1.5 million.
How many apartments was there?
35.
Oh, each unit's worth about,
Just over 43.8.
yeah. And then you add $8,500 to fix them up, and then each unit is worth about,
52.3.
Remind me to call you next time income tax time comes around. So it makes perfect sense.
Now, how do you figure that? If it costs you $85 a piece to fix them up again, what times 35 is,
It's a lot of money, Frank.
Except the cheapest condominium I've seen in this city is worth $100,000.
And that's got the square footage of a postage stamp. Now, these places have got to be worth twice that much. And somebody's going to make a small fortune.
And there's a catch. There's got to be a catch.
Well, the catch is that they've got to be vacant before they can sell them at that price.
I don't get it.
The law says that you have to offer the existing tenant the right of first refusal to purchase if you're converting from rental to condo.
And it doesn't sound like these old tenants have anywhere near the money that these new condos are going to cost.
Exactly. But the law also says that they have to offer it to the tenant at approximately the last price paid per unit in the building, plus the allowances for renovation costs.
So the trick is to get rid of these old tenants before they find out what's going on, right?
Yeah, and that's why they brought Sammy in.
Well, all we have to figure is who took him out.
What do we do now? Relax. You go up to your office, you call someone, you tell them you're working late. If the cops come, tell them I was with you and you were with me.
What if they find something?
You don't like me being your partner, do you, Mr. Distracted? Can't take the heat. Hey, no problem. You want me to disappear? Poof, I'm gone. But you gotta pay for my disappearing act.
How much?
200 grand and I disappear real nice.
I can't get my hands on that kind of money.
You'll get it. Give me a call when you get the money, Mr. Distracted.
I take it you knew this guy.
Yeah. Henry Backer.
Your real estate guy? Is there a tie-in?
Patrol car found the body about a half an hour ago. I think it's muddy.
Yeah, well, he wasn't killed here. That's a very big wound. There's no blood under the body.
Maybe the guy who did it is trying to cover his tracks.
He's a thief. He did a lousy job, and his shirt's still tucked in. They'd have been looking for a money belt.
Yeah, they'd have checked him right down to his underwear before they dumped him here.
You think it was the same guy who killed Sammy Leonard?
Could be.
You're a lot of help, really, tonight here.
I bet the other guys are involved.
Yeah, I think so, too. But we're only going to find out how from your old friend Mary. Let's go.
What's this look like?
Mary.
You don't give up easy, do you?
I don't give up, period.
Yeah, I remember.
You gotta help us.
I don't have to help anybody but myself.
You owe me. You know, when I found you, you spent every day with a spike up your arm.
And you don't have to remind me. I think about that every day. That's what ex-junkies do, Frank. It's what keeps us straight.
Well, I hope you stay that way.
What do you want to know?
What's it about? Why was Sammy killed?
I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with his new job.
The owner's involved?
And the maintenance guy.
Brimley?
Sammy wasn't getting the tenants out fast enough, so they brought Brimley in. Until then, it was mostly hassle and noise. Sammy really didn't have the heart for pushing all those people out.
Sounds like they weren't paying him to have heart.
Look, as soon as Brimley arrived, accidents started happening. People falling downstairs, fires. They really started to move out after he showed up.
What can you tell us about him, Brimley?
He scares me.
Nothing else?
That's all I know about him. Sammy said he was going to get a lot of money. Or going to go away. I think he might have been pushing them.
Pushing who?
The owners. I heard Sammy arguing with one of them.
Which one?
I don't know. I was in the hall.
Thanks, Mary.
Thanks.
Frank? I don't owe you nothing now, Frank. But if they killed Sammy, you'll get them for it, won't you?
We'll get him.
Norman, listen to me. I don't care what you can get for the shares. Just dump them. Yeah. I'll take what you can get.
You always work this late, Mr. Stracton?
When I have to.
Have you been here all night?
Most of the evening.
How about your partner?
He had to leave early. Go home.
I'm afraid he didn't make it. I'm afraid you're going to have to come downtown and answer a few questions for us. Perfect little scam. All I had to do was get the tenants out by a certain date, finish up the renovations, pay off the loan, and collect $3 million clear.
You sure these figures are correct?
Absolutely, Lieutenant. And you know, the funny thing is, all any one of those tenants had to do to stop it was to get a bank loan against the real value and buy the place themselves.
So Stracton and Backer didn't want the tenants to find out, but Sammy found out.
And threatened to go to the tenants unless they cut him in.
Stracton and Backer panicked, and they went to Brimley.
And he dressed up like a wacko and shot down 4 people just to get a one man.
Well, we got his record, just came off the computer.
Oh, 12 aggravated assaults, 2 attempted murders, rape, drug trafficking.
A real sweetheart.
Do you think that Stracton and Backer knew he was going to slaughter all those people?
No, I don't know. It takes a special kind of animal to think up something like that.
Backer?
I think Backer got cold feet.
Oh, it's hard to believe. It's one hell of a story.
But the pieces all fit.
Yeah, now all we gotta do is try and get those pieces into court.
And one of those pieces is sitting right in there.
What is this, anyway? You can't possibly think that I had anything to do with Henry's death.
I think you might have had a lot to do with it. I know who did.
That's absurd. I looked at him like a brother.
You know what he was doing in that part of town?
No, I don't.
How long were you two partners?
4 years?
We understand you're planning to convert 45 East End.
Possibly. We weren't going to do anything for some time in the future.
Well, we checked with some construction companies, and they indicated you wanted to do it pretty soon.
We were only getting estimates.
Is that why you were getting the tenants out of the building, trying to get them to break their lease?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you do.
Look, I don't know what Sammy Leonard was up to, but as soon as I found out what was going on in that building, I put a stop to it.
No, that's right. You've only been to that building once or twice. Just another real estate holding.
Meaning what?
One of the contractors we talked to said he went through that building with you quite a few times. He even showed us a firm contract he signed with you.
Did he? Well, you better talk to him again, because that was my partner. That was Henry. That wasn't me.
Do you remember hiring William Brimley?
The janitor. No, Sammy hired him.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about all the accidents been going on around the building.
Bill, I am tired of this questioning. My friend, my partner has just been murdered, and you want to ask me some ridiculous damn questions about an apartment building?
I'm not talking about an apartment building. I'm talking about your friend and partner. Now, forensics going over his body now. We are going to see what they come up with.
I want to see a lawyer.
Better be damn good.
Now, we got a witness that says Sammy Leonard came to see you asking for money and you threatened to kill him.
That's a lie!
Is it? We'll see what the jury thinks.
The jury's going to get very interested finding out what you stood to benefit from your partner's death.
I didn't kill him!
Then who did?
Brimley. I had nothing to do with it. Henry hired him to take care of Sammy, and then when he wouldn't pay him, he killed him too.
Well, it's very convenient that your partner's not around to contradict you.
Man gets scared, he'll say anything, Mr. Stracton.
Well, of course I'm scared. The man killed 2 people, and he threatened to kill me. What would you do? Unless I got money for him to get out of town. He said that he killed my wife and kids.
When did this happen?
Tonight, just after you left.
You saw him kill Backer?
No, I didn't see him, but I know that he did it. Henry, I begged him, I pleaded with him, don't get involved with this man. He's a psychotic.
When did he expect you to bring him the money?
I told him that I'd call him as soon as I was able to get it together.
You think he's telling the truth?
I think it sounds crazy, but I think Brimley is crazy.
Sammy did it, Backer did it. According to him, he's a babe in the woods.
And it doesn't hurt his credibility any that they just happen to be dead.
Well, we could try it out, see what happens.
Looks like it's the only thing we got, boss.
Problem is, if Brimley starts shooting, innocent people could get hurt.
A lot of innocent people got hurt already.
Well, unless we do something pretty quick, we are going to lose both of them.
All right, we'll put a wire on Stracton, send him in.
All right, Mr. Stracton.
What's going on?
You're going to call your friend Brimley here, and you're going to tell him that you have got the money.
Oh, no. He'll want me to meet him.
Well, then you'll meet him.
He'll know that I talked to you. He'll kill me.
Mr. Stracton, you don't have much choice. You want us to help you, then you are going to have to help us get Brimley.
Yeah?
Mr. Stracton.
Hello, Mr. Stracton.
I've got the money. What do I do now?
We'll bring it on over. And be alone, Mr. Stracton.
Meet me in the boiler room.
So wait there.
You want me to wire him now, Kevin?
No, we'll do it in the car.
What wire?
It's a microphone.
Yeah, you might get out of our sight. Unless we can hear you, we can't keep you safe.
Unless there's something you don't want us to hear.
Do it.
Move out.
Radio's dead. Tell Kevin.
Kevin, lost contact.
Okay, thanks, Christine. He's pulled his wire. Go around the back. Let's go.
Brimley? Brimley?
Mr. Stracton. Put the money on the table.
I did what you wanted. I brought the money.
Open it.
It's all here.
I said open it. Too bad, Mr. Stracton. We had a pretty good partnership, didn't we? Close it and slide the briefcase towards me.
Brimley! Let it go, Brimley!
What prompts one person to kill another? Revenge? Lust? Monetary gain? To most people, these aren't strong enough motives to take another person's life. But some of us can understand a weak man like James Stracton, whose consuming passion for money made him hire a killer to do his dirty work. But none of us can understand a man like William Brimley, a man who kills for one simple reason. He likes it.
Hey, see you ladies later.
Brimley's some tough guy, Mr. Stracton. Took 2 bullets and he's still talking. Mentioned your name quite a bit.
He's insane. Nobody will listen to him.
Don't you believe that? Get him out of here.
Well, all this bloodshed for a few lousy apartments, huh? It's hard to believe what people will do for money.
That's not so hard. Tell me about that guy named Judas.
So, I guess you're going to be thinking twice about looking for a new apartment, huh?
Well, I still gotta find someplace to live. But next time I go looking, I'm taking backup.
Did real good in there.
It wasn't me, it was like somebody else took over.
It was you, Mary. I guess I'm back to owing you one.
Buy me a cup of coffee like you did the first time we met and call it even.